semua, ayo hayun dan marah, ayo juang selamanya. Ayo bangkit semua, ayo hayun dan marah, ayo juang selamanya. Ayo bangkit semua, ayo hayun dan marah, ayo juang selamanya. Ayo bangkit semua, ayo hayun dan marah, ayo juang selamanya. Semua ayo hayun dan marah, ayo juang selamanya. Ayo bangkit semua, ayo hayun dan marah, ayo juang selamanya. Ayo bangkit semua, ayo hayun dan marah, ayo juang selamanya. Ayo bangkit semua, ayo hayun dan marah, ayo juang selamanya. Ayo
kita menyemai cita, mencapai hasrat murni demi mendukung nusa, merentas masa untuk berjaya, berdiri megah kita di mata dunia. Kebakaran dan amalan tiada tarahan, inovasi tersedia, puncak ke angkasa. Cemerlang, syukur diberi peluang, janji kami terus maju ke puncak jaya dituju.
It's your boy Jeff. Haha. Yeah, campus serata maya, buat ku keliru pilih yang mana. Ramai yang berjaya, tanpa pandai dapatkannya, apalagi di UniKL tempatnya. Untuk kita mengasah minda, untuk kita menjadi tunjang negara. Hanya satu bombong ada segalanya, di UniKL kita berjaya.
Kebakaran dan amalan tiada tarahan, inovasi tersedia, puncak ke angkasa. Kami UniKL, bawa harapan sinaran generasi impian. UniKL, where the knowledge is above.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. So it's been a great day since it's the 6th day of Ramadan. I hope everyone is doing well. And today I'm the moderator for today. My name is Muhammad Adam bin Saifuddin, a student like all of you from UniKL MFI, taking my bachelor degree in mechatronics. So today the CST of UniKL MFI have conducted a forum for all of us, the new normal impact on graduate employability. So, which is kind of a hot topic nowadays since everyone is staying at home, and especially for final year students, they are thinking everything every much nowadays. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce our panel for today. We have four panels for today, four amazing panels for today, which is first of all is Mr. Adiputra Zainabidin. Mr. Adiputra, can you wave?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Adiputra graduated from UniKL MFI in 2003 in metal fabrication technology, and then he started his career in welding inspection for NDT, non-destructive testing, since 2003 in the UK, and then in 2006 he started in Holland before working in Indonesia and Australia. So we've been through for a lot of countries. And in 2010, he joined the Institut des Soudures, which is the welding institute in France, as an NDT expert in advanced ultrasonic. And then now he currently working in Petronas Rapid project in 2018 until now. So that's all about Mr. Adiputra. And then next we will go to our second panel, which is Datuk Dr. Muhammad Yusof Sulaiman. Are you there, Datuk? Datuk Yusof?
Apa tak?
Okay, Datuk Yusof is there, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
Hi, Datuk.
Yeah.
So he's
Yep.
the president and CEO of Malaysia Industry Government Group of High Technology, MITE. And MITE is a premier partnership organization in Malaysia and a powerhouse for future thinking and knowledge advancement. And their motto is "Together we make it happen." And then he aspired to elevate MITE as a highly connected and extensively networked organization with centered excellence around the globe, and his current interest is in development for framework and marketing, international aspiration, and a high technology industry agenda. Next is our third panelist, which is Mr. Muhammad Fadli Shah bin Rusli. Hello.
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you. So he is the alumni of UniKL MIT, a proud alumni of UniKL MIT. He graduated from Multimedia Interactive, and he is the founder of Minda Akhirat and Akar Digital Sendian Berhad. You guys can Google it. And then he is the consultant to Mata Division, Hajj and Umrah, the development panel for National Industry Expert for National NOS, which is a world skill kind of stuff, multimedia interactive. And then he is also the president of alumni of UniKL for 2019 and until 2022. And then he is also the Penggerak Negeri Selangor Exco, which is Penggerak is Pereka Grafik Kebangsaan. And then next we will go to our fourth panelist, which is Professor Dr. Sharuniza Musa. Prof.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. So Professor Dr. Sharuniza Musa is a full professor and the current deputy president of academic and technology of UniKL. And then he started his career in UniKL since the establishment in 2002. And then from 2014 until 2017, he is the dean of UniKL MIT City Campus. And then he received his PhD in communication network security in 2008 from both the Faculty of Electrical and Electronics Engineering in Loughborough. Is that right? Loughborough. Loughborough. Sorry. Loughborough University in the UK. And then his research interested in cybersecurity, IoT application, IoT security, big data analytics, and SDN, which is a part of teaching and postgraduate supervision. He is also active in software project consultation and development in business application, enterprise resource planning, and customer relation management. So that's all of the background of our panels, most awesome panels. So let's start to our session. with an introduction. So COVID-19 is already having an impact on like almost every aspect of our life, which for years, especially for final year students, as like me, I'm in my semester 6 and I'm a final year student. So I was like every day like thinking like, how am I going to survive after my study, since I've heard like news saying companies are closed and then jobs are like hard to get. And then that's for me, which is I'm still studying. But then how about them who are really in their final years, which they are currently pursuing for their internship? And then like while UniKL is currently pursuing in online teaching and online classes, online assessment, we must think that most company will change their perspective in to respond with this crisis, which is to take the students' assessment like their skills. Like we should know that skills during our class face to face is different with those skills that we're currently having now during online classes. That we can't have the same thing, but this is the new normal. That we should know that this is the new normal. That every company, every people should know that we must strive together to have a new future. And then without further ado, my first question to Mr. Adi and Mr. Fadlisha. So both of you are unique graduates. And then now it have been like one of you are in the graphic designing businesses and one of you are from the ONG industry for quite many years. Then so you have the experience and perspective of both worlds. Like as we all know, experience comes with age. And then do you think that it is fair to say, due to MCO and COVID-19, graduating students may see some challenge or competition to secure their job? So let's start with Mr. Adi.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very welcome to everybody. So firstly, it's not fair if you want to compare with the existing workers with the experience with a new student who just finished their studies and looking for employment. But most important thing for me, if you want to start a new job, it's very important that you get prepared. What I mean to get prepared is that how you want to easily cope with your environment, working environment, because this is how experienced guy looking with the new the new graduate students on how fast they can adapt with the working environment. Okay, they know that. Okay.
Oh yeah, Mr. Adi. Okay.
Yeah.
So I forgot something for this forum. Kita boleh mix language mengikut keselesaan kita. Tak ada masalah. Asalkan audience faham dan kita faham.
Okay. So saya cakap tadi, kalau if you want to nak ambil fresh graduate also, is no problem because we know the capability because you have no experience, but you have to get prepared. What prepared is means the employability, the added value that you have as a student. For example, okay, how about your critical thinking, problem solving, adaptability with the environment, with new working culture. This will help you more rather than you only have a paper or a degree. Okay.
Yeah. True. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Adi. Mr. Fadlisha. What's your opinion?
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya just nak recap balik. Kalau kita pernah tengok, I think youngsters kenal lah kot, Caprice pernah mention that grade 1 siswa dan siswazah perlu ada S. Dia kena ada your S. Dia kena jaga your S. So A adalah attitude. Yang pertama kena ada attitude. Yang kedua kena ada skills. Yang ketiga kena ada CJ. Attitude ni Caprice referring kepada akhlak. Bagus macam mana pun, ada sijil macam mana pun, tapi kalau tak ada akhlak, tak ada adab, then that's it. Ini adalah the most important thing yang selalunya majikan cari pada staff mereka atau pekerja-pekerja mereka. Dan yang kedua, sekarang ini kita menuju ke era yang lebih mementingkan skill. Jadi setiap student atau graduan yang bakal pergi ke industri perlu percukupkan diri mereka dengan skill. Dan menuju ke hadapan ini, kalau kita tengok trend akan datang ini, sijil adalah satu acknowledgement saja yang kita telah menghadiri satu pembelajaran yang formal. Jadi dia bukan satu kriteria atau pemilihan lagi di masa akan datang, especially pada diploma dan degree sebenarnya. So kalau ada sertifikat sahaja belum cukup combination dia untuk kita dapat kerja atau terjamin pekerjaan kita di masa hadapan. One more thing yang saya nak add dalam soalan yang pertama ini adalah you have to segmentize yourself. Segmentize ni kalau dalam marketing ni kita kena segment diri kita ni sebagai kita ni adalah produk. Produk which is you kena tengok, analyze your strength and your weakness. Bagaimana you nak enhance your strength, enhance your strength, and pada masa yang sama bagaimana you nak overcome your weakness. Kalau you boleh balance up these two things and product yourself, position yourself baik-baik, maka majikan akan nampak a value of yourself, because majikan dia akan mencari siapa yang boleh menjadi asset kepada company mereka, dan you akan tahu dekat situ akan dapat jawapan whether it's marketable or not lah kat situ. That is my first opinion, insyaAllah.
Thank you Mr. Fadlisha. That's quite something. The S part is quite something. I baru tahu yang tu. So next is like I was thinking like not all industries are affected. Like as we can see, some businesses are kind of booming this kind of situation, which is some services like logistic, like Lazada, Shopee, and then some supply chain, fast moving consumer goods like Tesco and those supermarkets. Like what is your take on this? Like what will the trend be? Is it going to constantly like this, or like is it going to decrease in the future? For Mr. Adi and Mr. Fadlisha.
Okay, Tuan Adi dulu.
So kalau if you see the current situation now, the MCO, okay, it doesn't mean that there's no work. The work is there, okay, but the job is limited. Why? Due to the travel ban. So you cannot travel, and then you have to limit the number of person at site. For example, before we can sit close side by side, but now we have at least 1 meter. So this is what we are facing now. The job, but the works is there, but we have to decrease the job. Okay, so for example, for like us, like we need to work physically at site. So we need to work, but due to this situation, because here, for example, we are very particular with the safety and health, very particular with the hygiene. So all these things we have to keep in mind, and we have to keep at any time. There's no, what we say, no tolerance. Okay, so we have to keep the distance, we have to keep the hygiene, okay, safety, everything. So in order to have this, we have to reduce the numbers of person working at site. As long as, okay, so what example that you showed us now, this is the different industry, okay, yeah. Online industry. Okay, for now, that's, you don't need the physical works at site. Okay, you can work from home, you can use your internet. That's the different things. Okay, but I think like yesterday or today, MITI has granted for all these industry who have already granted the work, they can proceed with the work, okay, with the full force. So now we can see the different things start changing. Okay, the works and the job is available at the same time. So for like I would say the online business is just, I think it's no effect at all. Only thing that now due to the travel, we cannot travel, the more of them prefer to do online business. So I think that one Mr. Fazli is more expert on the marketing of the online businesses.
Mr. Fazli.
Okay, so I add up Tuan Adi punya point. Actually, I come across pagi tadi baca buku Ikon Rijal ni. Dalam buku ni ada banyak ulama-ulama dulu. Antaranya yang saya dapat adalah Bishr Al-Hafi. Bishr Al-Hafi ni adalah perawi hadis yang dia pernah memberi satu nasihat, lazimi pasar sebab di situ ada keselamatan. So bermaksud untuk Adam and sahabat-sahabat yang lain, maksudnya lazimi pasar sebab di situ ada keselamatan, kita kena miliki kemahiran berniaga. Ini tadi yang Adam tanya tadi, online dan sebagainya kan.
Yes.
Bishr Al-Hafi suggest kepada kita untuk ada kemahiran berniaga supaya dekat situ kita boleh bertahan dalam hidup. Okey. Cuma dekat situ ada perkataan pasar. Saya suka terjemahkan pasar ini dalam sudut kita today adalah marketplace itself. Yang menarik So second book that I come across is Alibaba. Okay. Saya selalu dalam mana-mana talk ataupun perkongsian saya selalu gunakan istilah Jack Ma is Ali Nujum untuk digitalization ni sebenarnya. Dia dah bercakap tentang digitalization ni I think pas 3-4 tahun lepas juga, masa zaman PM kita Datuk Seri Najib invite dia datang ke Malaysia. Kita tengok dekat situ dah bercakap tentang big data, data science dan sebagainya. So it is very important untuk kita understand ke mana sebenarnya pergi hala tuju kita masa hadapan ni. Dan salah satu cara untuk kita tengok mana direction kita nak menuju adalah kita tengok all these ikon-ikon besar ni seperti Jack Ma, Mark Zuckerberg, all those person ni, diorang ada perancangan untuk membawa masa depan ni in a good direction. So kita kena aware dengan mereka ni lah. Because kalau ada kesempatan nanti boleh go through buku Alibaba ni tadi tu, dia ada satu teori dia panggil Iron Triangle. So something yang kita boleh belajar daripada situ, dia is a combination, Iron Triangle ni is a combination is a combination e-commerce, logistik dan finance. Because sekarang ni I believe topik hari ni satu adalah sama ada kita ni boleh dapat kerja atau tidak dalam new normal akan datang ni, dan bagaimana kita nak keep on surviving dan relevant dalam era yang akan datang. I mean the new normal itself kan. Semalam pun kalau kita tengok surat khabar pun PM pun dah announce akan datang the new normal will be different sikit. Semuanya ada EE di depan kan, E kerajaan dan sebenarnya. Tapi benda ni di luar seperti Jack Ma, dia dah start early benda ni. Dia dah mula awal. Jadi kalau kita nak cari jalan keluar, I mean contoh. Saya dalam bidang grafik, katalah saya ambil dalam bidang grafik. Bagaimana saya nak shootkan bidang grafik saya untuk lagi 5 ke 10 tahun akan datang tu dia jadi relevan lagi. Mungkin saya nak kena tukar kepada digital illustration ke, atau something yang lebih sesuai untuk demand di masa akan datang ni. So I think itu je dulu kot.
I really agree with your point. Like nowadays saya perasan most of the company are not physical company. Like there's no real factory like Grab. Dia macam taxi tapi dia tak ada satu company yang solid. Dia just betul. On the phone saja kan. Okay, that's something great. Thank you Mr. Adi and Mr. Fazlisha. And my next question I will give it to Datuk Yusof. Datuk Yusof.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. My question is, there will be an increase of number of skilled and experienced worker like trying to fit in the job, and then they will compete with those students who are fresh graduated. And then therefore to remain competitive and relevant in the industry, like what can us fresh graduate do to make ourselves like employable after we emerge from this crisis?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the invitation. I think I want to start with the word employability. That give a connotation that you are looking for a job with some organization, ada. But you also, when you graduated, you have a choice whether you want to work for somebody or you can work for yourself. So this new normal actually give that kind of indication that you heard about the gig economy, kan? That is becoming more and more prevalent. That is people who have skills, who have knowledge, they work on their own, but they provide their services, in a freelance punya way. That means if you have a data science punya capability, you don't have to work for somebody, but you can offer your service to any companies that require data science capability lah. So that means if your mindset is coming out of the university and be automatically employed by organizations, that has changed. Yeah, because companies want to be lean and mean in the future. Somebody mentioned about working on online and virtual. That also means that they don't want to have permanent staff inside their organization. They prefer to have people that when a project is ada, they can actually call on these people to work on those projects. That means that kind of a long-term employment will be no longer valid. Organization wants to make sure that they keep their costs down and the efficiency up. We actually opt for more flexibility in terms of how they connect with their punya workers. So you may find that immediately now you can see some of the businesses are already doing that. They do not employ full-time worker, but they employ people on a freelance, on a project basis. So that mindset must be there. That means macam masa time bapak kita kan, kerja dengan satu syarikat sampai sampai pencen. That will no longer be there. As we can see from the current situation, too many organizations are laying off people because they want to right size their organization for the new normal. So things have changed. So I think the first thing that graduates have to have in terms of their mindset is that the work environment is now going to be different, but it doesn't mean that opportunities are becoming lesser, but it's just going to come in a different form. So we must be ready lah for this different form. So I'll stop there first. Yes.
Thank you, Datuk. So as what I can say is that even dalam suasana kita pandemic COVID-19 ni, there's still hope actually in the working area in the world. So jangan putus asa and everything. Okay, thank you Datuk. And then next, this question goes to Professor Shahrul Niza. Prof.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prof. So my question is, graduate employability recently are the main focus, especially for higher education institute. Even prior MCO and COVID-19 pandemic, quite a number of graduates faced the challenge to secure job placement. But Alhamdulillah, based on a tracer study made by UniKL, let me see here, the average graduate employability for UniKL is around 93%, which is quite a good number, and it increases 7% from 2018. And then, can you share some insight and the quality of programs and the strategy done by the university itself that has helped to achieve such a number?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and salam sejahtera to all the participants. So the first, Alhamdulillah, based on the tracer study done by Ministry of Higher Education. Previously, it was Ministry of Education Malaysia. So it was stated that UniKL graduate for last year, they obtained the job between 6 months after graduation. The percentage is 93%. So I think it's a very good achievement. So the reason, antara main reason yang saya rasa lah, dan sebagai saya memegang portfolio akademik dan juga teknologi, so yang paling utama adalah kurikulum UniKL itself. Because kurikulum UniKL itself, kita lebih memberatkan kepada hands-on. So kita always relatekan UniKL ni dengan program-program yang berbentuk hands-on, yang mana program-program yang hands-on ni adalah hardcore skill needed di dalam industri. Di samping itu, selain daripada kurikulum kita yang lebih banyak kepada hands-on dan yang mana skill itu kita telah map dengan industri, kita juga embeddedkan professional certification program ke dalam kurikulum UniKL sendiri. Yang mana professional certification itu bukan di-award oleh Universiti Kuala Lumpur, tetapi di-award oleh badan-badan profesional dan industri yang ternama daripada luar. Jadi ini memberikan lebih credibility dan juga skill kepada pelajar-pelajar UniKL sendirilah. Dan di samping itu juga UniKL sendiri, selain daripada technical skill dan juga curriculum, kita juga menitik beratkan attitude tu yang tadi saudara Fadli mention, attitude. Jadi kita ada program khas, kita namakan Jihok dan juga Spices. Jihok ni adalah satu program graduate higher order critical thinking skills, yang mana kita menitik beratkan komunikasi, menitik beratkan attitude, menitik beratkan safiyah pelajar itu sendiri dalam berhadapan bukan setakat pelajaran dan juga pekerjaan, tetapi juga dalam kehidupan dia seharian. Itu yang saya rasa adalah kelebihan graduate Universiti Kuala Lumpur lah.
Thank you, Prof. So one more question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the strong point that helps UniKL with the ranking is the inbound international program. Like, do you think that international collaboration with partner from abroad can help with the public perception to UniKL? I mean, like, and this directly will affect how the industry perceive the quality of our students.
Yes. Okay, as you know, dekat Universiti Kuala Lumpur ni, we are the only university in Malaysia yang kita namakan fakulti dia mengikut nama negara. Contohnya kalau di Spain, untuk kolaborasi UniKL dengan Spain, so, kita ada satu kampus nama Malaysia Spanish Institute. Kalau dengan France, kita ada Malaysia France Institute. Kalau dengan Itali, kita ada MIDI,
Malaysian Italian Design Institute.
Dan juga kita ada British Malaysian Institute, BMI. Dan walaupun ada kampus-kampus yang nama dia bukan nama dengan negara partner, tetapi menggunakan nama Malaysian, contohnya Malaysian Institute of Aviation Technology. So actually kampus itu berkolaborasi secara sangat baik dengan Russia. Dengan Russia untuk program-program aviation dan juga program penghantaran pelajar-pelajar Malaysia ke Russia. Kita juga ada program-program yang kita partner dengan universiti di Jepun. Kita juga program di MIIT, Malaysia Institute of Information Technology. Partner kita adalah dengan Korea. So dengan adanya partner-partner kita di luar negara, yang mana kebanyakan partner-partner Universiti Kuala Lumpur adalah dalam ranking top 100 ataupun top 200 dunia. Jadi ini memberikan peluang kepada pelajar-pelajar UniKL untuk mengadakan exchange student, untuk mengadakan satu semester ke sana, belajar di universiti-universiti partner kita di sana, sama ada ditaja oleh pihak MARA ataupun ditaja oleh pihak persendirian. ini peluang yang mana sukar didapati di tempat lain lah. Jadi saya rasa dengan ada kolaborasi begini, pelajar-pelajar dapat expose dengan apakah bentuk pekerjaan dan peluang-peluang yang berada di luar negara dan dapat dibawa balik ke Malaysia. Contohnya kalau di Korea, contohnya ada pelajar-pelajar kita yang dulunya dia buat exchange, dia hantar pergi sana 1 semester, kemudian dia terus bekerja di sana di Korea. Macam juga saudara Adi Putra, dulu dia belajar di MFI, kemudian dia pergi ke UK, bekerja di UK. So ini adalah satu experience yang sukar didapati di tempat lain. Yang saya rasa satu advantage kepada pelajar-pelajar yang sedia ada dan juga pelajar-pelajar yang insya-Allah akan memasuki UniKL di masa akan datang.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prof. So me myself as a student, saya pun actually dah pernah ke luar negara like for an international event under UniKL sendiri. And I went to ITS, Institute Technology, 10 November in Surabaya. So it is really one of like unmemorable experience for me. And then next is I will go to Dato Yusof and Mr. Adi. I would like to ask something like, say that Malaysia will only live social distancing and no mass gathering and etc. But by the end of this year, like, and then but economically, companies need workforce to do jobs. Like, do you foresee companies changing strategy on how assessment interview will be done?
Adi, you want to go first?
Yeah, okay. So kalau kita tengok sekarang ni, kalau untuk interview tak ada isu lah kan. So you can do it online with the all the facility that we have now. But in terms of work, as I told you before, if it involves physical work, okay, it doesn't matter, then you have to come to site. Okay, so in this, for example, in the welding technology, welding inspection, everything. So I just got a discussion with my friend in Africa last week. Okay, so now they are going to proceed with the job with the minimum manpower. So how you want to do it? Okay, so that's why we have been discussing this a long time ago on producing automated machine on doing the welding inspection. Okay, at that time when we create this machine, it's a bit expensive for the industry. But now due to this COVID-19, they have no choice. Instead of using the more manpower, we try to use automated with less manpower. So before we have to work within 3 or 4 people at the same time. Now we only need 1 or 2 people with the automated machine. So this is how they're changing. The technology is coming in, okay. But in terms of long term, yes, we are more to I would say more sophisticated machine, and we have to reduce the manpower also. Okay, so there's a balance between technology and manpower. Okay.
Yeah, I think the social distancing ni will actually impact on how we conduct our business lah. Because some countries is 2 meters. In our case is about 1 meter. So around that lah, there need to be that distancing between people kan. So that means in terms of interaction, we have to study whether we need people to be at certain places or they can be working from somewhere else. To company, that's very good because they can reduce their punya cost in terms of having infrastructure, utility dan sebagainya. So that's good. But what does it impact on the students, on the graduates thinking about this situation? Maknanya the form of communication will be less physical but more online, more virtual. Jadi the ability to talk and communicate via virtual or online punya media has to be enhanced lah. Kita belajar macam mana nak bercakap dekat komputer TV ni, kita terus kan kita terus adapt to it, but there must be a way for you to convince people, your body language, your facial apa ni, untuk people to be convinced that you are the person that they're looking for lah.
Okay.
And then the way you also look for businesses, customers, you also need to have a very apa ni, the good way of promoting yourself lah. I think even in education, UniKL is now, of course, like other institution, looking for how they can do e-education. Dulu kita panggil MOOC, to apa ni, is a kind of online streaming of education. So it's different things. So lecturers need to, tak boleh lah macam dulu kan. I mean kena penampilan kena baik dan sebagainya. Jadi with this social distancing, that would be the I think the direct impact on kita as a person, as an individual, on how we communicate with our our colleagues, our customers, and then kalau kita pula kena communicate with people overseas and etc., there must be that preparation. So I think that be one. I mean, in terms of businesses, of course, Adi mentioned about automation. That we if companies dah apa ni automate 5 years ago when we talk about the fourth industrial revolution dulu, then they would have been more prepared. So these are really apa ni some things that apa ni students need to take up juga. I mean, you look at the external environment, apa sebenarnya changes yang berlaku in the business world, in the manufacturing plants, in etc., and try to see yourself as how do I add value to all these things. And then one thing I find out is that one skill or one discipline is no longer enough. Fourth Industrial Revolution is talking about at least 3 different disciplines to be merged into one. So the need to continue to study, to be educated, especially using this very online short courses for sekarang orang belajar Python for data analyst, analytics dan sebagainya. So these are the things that you have to do. So maknanya graduates doesn't stop you from being educated further, because in order for you to be marketable, you need to have at least more than one skills. I would think about 3 different disciplines and a good penampilan on screen, and then practice the way you speak, like the way you sing. Inshallah, I think no stopping you from getting employed and also creating your own business. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So basically, for the viewers, you guys should know, like as mentioned by Dr. Yusof, 3 major skills should be taken nowadays. Like you guys don't have to focus on one stuff. If you guys like focus on one stuff, maybe that's not much of a value for you, because yeah, if you have 3 stuff and then you have one, like of course you're gonna go for the 3 in 1, right? So think about it. For Datuk Yusof, one more question for you, and then all this while, many job seekers leverage on career fair, and then like maybe some events organized by Job Street Malaysia, or to look for job for prospect. And then what now should be approach for graduate to find jobs, and then how are the strategy to ensure they are up to date with vacancies?
Yeah, I think the online Job Street and etc. is still very relevant. That be one way of doing it, and I think there's so many ways of getting yourself visible and marketable. Now is the time for you to reconnect with your seniors, reconnect with your family members. I want to tahu ada seorang businessman doing very well somewhere. So now you need to actually talk to this. That's why I think bila dekat universiti ni, one of the important things other than the knowledge that you get is the network. But jangan just depend on traditional network, but now you have to find the unconventional network. Sebab makcik dekat sebelah tu could be terror bak kuih, but tak ada orang nak pergi transport dia punya kuih. Suddenly you if you think about how that could be translated into your own business, that'd be wonderful. Not much capital, and then so it's about, I think the even though the COVID ni buat kita isolated, duduk kat rumah, but it's actually also make you think that you cannot live alone. You have to connect with people. Tak kisahlah. I mean, not only a successful businessman, kadang-kadang yang businessman yang tak berapa maju pun, they probably need you, the graduates with brains, with intellectual power ni, to help them to make their business better. I think the skills yang mungkin in the future will be very important will be marketing. Have to know how to use the different marketing channel. Lepas tu orang kata data analytics, data science is very very key, because from data lah you boleh create some kind of analysis which business is good and not, kan? And then I think of course understanding digital technology is also very very key lah. So these are some of the things that you if you're not there, then find a way how you can learn this thing, get it quickly, and then inshallah I think it shouldn't be a problem.
Thank you, Dato'. So, like nowadays, I've been seeing like a lot in social media. Like, there's some university like Oxford are offering like free online courses for us to like maybe learn something like Python or data analytics or something like. Maybe graduates now should take a look about it. I think that's it. And then, Mr. Fadli Shah, I have a question for you.
Yep.
My question is, can you give some tips to our students on how to keep focused on career and employability during and post COVID-19 pandemic?
Alright. Keep focus,
Yeah. To keep focus on career and employability.
Alright. But actually it's not a tips lah, bukan tips sangat pun. It's apa yang saya practice selama 15 tahun kerja dengan orang, dan now saya belajar buat sendiri. I have my own company. So Datuk cakap tadi, at least kita kena ada 3 skills, which is memang betul. Majikan memang tengok pada siapa individu yang boleh jadi multitasking. So always tengok diri kita, bagaimana kita boleh contribute to the organisation. Saya dulu masa 15 tahun saya bekerja, saya ada satu mindset di mana bagaimana saya kerja dengan orang tapi saya boleh fikir pekerjaan yang saya buat tu atau task yang saya buat tu boleh contribute untuk saya punya gaji. Contoh, kalau gaji saya 4,000, saya akan buat sesuatu yang enough untuk contribute. Sebab kita kena fikir macam tu. Sebab mindset yang berlaku kebanyakan fresh graduate, ada mindset yang agak salah, di mana kalau aku kerja teruk macam mana pun tetap bukan company aku, dan aku tak boleh buat banyak kerja because itu bukan scope aku. Dia dah tak ter-apply dah dekat sini. Bagaimana kita nak kekal fokus ni, sebenarnya kita kena tengok skop life kita ni secara holistik. Kita selalu terlupa because kita interact dengan majikan. Kan? Kita ada bos kita interact dengan majikan. Padahal majikan yang lebih besar lagi sebenarnya adalah direct to Allah sebenarnya. So kalau kita tengok kehidupan kita sebagai satu ibadah, maka kita akan kekal fokus untuk serve kita punya task dan buat yang terbaik. Dan memang dalam seperti mana yang kita tahu pun, sebaik-baik manusia adalah orang yang memberi manfaat. So kalau kita boleh kekal dengan disiplin atau attitude yang macam ni, kita akan always look forward untuk berikan yang terbaik. Ini dulu 15 tahun dulu jangan buatlah. Sekarang ni dah ada company baru nak practice balik. But kita tengok, kita nampak kesan dia. So saya 15 tahun dulu bila saya dah buat sendiri ni, baru 2 tahun kita buat sendiri ni, kita fikir banyak dulu lacking yang kita buat. Banyak dulu hiccup yang kita buat, kesalahan yang kita buat. So adik-adik yang baru nak keluar ke industri ni, saya selalu suggest kepada, saya bagi juga training kepada student-student. Saya selalu suggest kepada student-student, pakailah topi sebagai entrepreneur. One day everyone dia nak ada sifat ataupun berjaya dalam diri dia. So entrepreneur tu, because of what? Entrepreneur ni atau usahawan ni, keterbergantungan dia kepada Allah tu sangat tinggi. So kalau dia buat benda nakal, dia tahu dah, ni kalau aku buat benda nakal ni, aku akan kena teruk lah dengan bos aku yang paling tinggi kan. Dia ada mindset yang macam tu. So dia tak kisah perantara tu, which is our bosses yang ada dekat organisation di mana-mana kita ni lah kan. So that is one of tip, kekal tengok dalam holistik hidup ini adalah ibadah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fadli Shah,
Right.
for that very touching tips to you guys. Okay, next question is to Prof. Shahrul.
Yeah.
Okay, this question is very much related to previous question. As an entrepreneur and business owner, what are the vital skills you look for in fresh graduate when they apply for jobs? Like, is academic grades important?
Oh. Okay, thank you again. So tadi kita bercakap tentang entrepreneur. Jadi kita ada dua phase lah sebenarnya. Phase yang pertama, kalau sebagai pelajar yang baru graduate, untuk menjadi entrepreneur terus adalah satu gaung yang besar lah untuk dijangkaui. Tetapi kena take an experience. Maksudnya kena ada juga experience bekerja dahulu untuk dapatkan sebanyak mungkin pengetahuan dan juga pengalaman. Sebab apabila kita berhadapan dengan dunia, problem boleh datang bermacam-macam. Dia bukan macam ikut teori buku. Kan, dia ada dia punya rules dan dia ada punya do and don'ts yang mana tidak ada ditulis dalam mana-mana buku. Jadi pengalaman itu diperlukan. Jadi bagi saya kena bekerja dengan orang dahulu, kemudian barulah untuk menjangkau kepada bidang pekerjaan untuk jadi entrepreneur dengan bekerja secara sendiri. Semua saya nak kaitkan juga tadi Datuk Yusof ada mention that pekerjaan di future ni mungkin berubah. Mungkin pekerjaan berbentuk long term ni tidak ada lagi, dia akan berubah dalam bentuk freelance. Kan? Berbentuk freelance yang mana kerja adalah berbentuk skill yang you ada dan you sell you punya skill untuk certain period based on the project. Untuk pengetahuan saudara pendengar juga, saya juga involved dalam certain project. Saya kerja secara online ni, saya dah buat lebih kurang 10 tahun dulu. 10 tahun dulu lagi kami dah buat secara online. Sebab kalau macam software development, kita boleh buat secara freelance, secara remote. Tak semestinya pekerja itu berada di depan kita. Kita dulu saya di bawah URSB, UniKL Resources Sdn Bhd, saya ditempatkan di situ selama 3 tahun menjalankan projek. So dalam projek itu kita hire, kadang-kadang kita punya pekerja tu tidak berada di Malaysia. Dia berada di UK. Dia berada di India. Jadi ada skill-skill yang diperlukan, macam mana project management skill yang sesuai untuk di-apply-kan apabila kita berhadapan dengan pekerja-pekerja yang secara remote. Dan orang yang bekerja secara remote juga, dia perlu ada juga satu skill. Macam mana nak buat kerja secara standalone tetapi produktif, secara produktif. Jadi masa itulah saya belajar beberapa teknik project management, contohnya Agile, Scrum. Kalau dia ada teknik-teknik yang mana memang dia bekerja secara online. Jadi untuk since normal dah berubah sekarang, semua orang pergi kepada new normal. Semua orang bekerja secara freelance dan juga secara online. Jadi antara skill-skill yang new graduate-nya perlu ada adalah satu project management skill. Kita tambah juga satu skill project management. Maksudnya yang supaya dia boleh handle task dan juga handle project mengikut timeline yang diperlukan. Itu yang nombor satu. Nombor dua, yang saya rasa lah is on the digital skill. Digital skill ni tak semestinya programming. Kalau tahu programming lagi bagus lah. Tetapi sekurang-kurangnya dia boleh adaptable dengan teknologi yang berbentuk digital. Sebab dalam pekerjaan yang baru ni, kalau saya ambil contoh kan, tadi Adi cakap automation kan, industri manufacturing telah go kepada manufacturing yang berbentuk secara remote. Mesin-mesin kita kontrol secara remote. Jadi kita kan ada satu skill macam mana kita nak control the machine tu melalui internet. Contohnya kan. Jadi benda ni kita kena skill yang kena belajar. Benda ni boleh dibelajar dan saya sendiri pun belajar juga macam mana untuk control SCADA for example menggunakan internet. Kemudian lagi satu skill yang perlu adalah data analytics. Data analytics skill sebab dalam dunia hari ni data terlampau banyak. Terlampau banyak data. Kalau siapa yang bekerja dalam digital marketing contohnya, beribu-ribu hit kadang-kadang pergi ke satu web page. Tetapi kita nak tahu apakah profile of the person yang pergi dekat kita punya website supaya dengan kita tahu profile dan kita boleh identify apa sebenarnya masalah dia supaya kita boleh propose masalah dia. Dan ini menjadikan satu satu opportunity. Tadi masalah kan, sebenarnya masalah tu become opportunity kepada kita. Dan yang ketiga, keempat, digital marketing. Digital marketing ni important sebab sekarang ni even banyak banking sektor, syarikat-syarikat insurans contohnya sekarang ni dia buat digital marketing. Saya ingat digital marketing ni dah dulu dah ada, tetapi sekarang ni dia akan lebih enforce lagi. Even di UniKL sendiri pun kita terpaksa buat pengambilan intake baru student, kita kena guna digital marketing punya company untuk bantu kita untuk macam mana nak menarik pelajar-pelajar supaya memasuki UniKL dalam menggunakan digital teknologi. Kemudian yang terakhir yang saya rasa perlu adalah komunikasi, communication skill. Sebab nak convince people through online, dia kena ada skill lain. It's a different skill. Kalau kita masuk meeting, kalau siapa yang pernah pergi project bidding kan, kalau you pergi kena interview for tender, kan you kena pergi project briefing ataupun project interview. So dalam project interview, you kena convincekan client that you are a good provider to solve the solution at the company. Yang itu kena belajar juga skill. So that all the skill tu saya rasa during the COVID ni adalah satu peluang yang besar sebab banyak-banyak tadi universiti Harvard, MIT, universiti top kat luar negara dia offer course-course ni secara percuma. Secara percuma. Jadi kita boleh register dan kita boleh belajar. Jadi adalah satu pada saya ambil peluang ni, think positive supaya kita get the skill first. When you get the skill, then you become whatever yang you nak jadi di masa akan datang lah. Because nak become entrepreneur, dalam terus-terus graduate, nak jadi entrepreneur, boleh daripada 10, mungkin 1 yang akan berjaya. Kalau dalam dunia ni yang tak lulus pun ramai. Bill Gates contohnya, dia tak ada degree tetapi dia berjaya. Mark Zuckerberg pun tak lulus. Tetapi kita tak boleh jadikan mereka sebagai satu benchmarking. Kalau mereka ni dia out of normal. Dia panggil kalau salah statistik, dia outlier. Dia keluar daripada kelompok statistik normal. So jadi kita kena jadi orang normal. Jadi normal kita kena get the skill, and from the skill tu kita boleh berjaya insyaAllah di masa akan datang.
Okay, thank you Prof.
Yeah.
So my God. So that's a lot of input to take, and I hope the viewers can take a thing or two from what Professor Sharoniza said. And then, oh yeah, for the viewers, if you guys have any question, you guys can just put it in our Facebook Live in there in the Facebook. Okay, so yeah, we have one question here from Facebook from Miss Daya. She said that there could be some positive from this MCO for fresh graduate. Companies will look to reduce costs of operation, so good opportunities to fresh graduate to get job because experienced worker will demand salary, but not fresh graduate. So, what's the question here? Wait, this is not a question. Yeah,
It's
I think
like a statement.
yeah, I think it's a statement. Like she said that maybe MCO can give some positive insight. Like usually companies will take those foreigner, which is cheap labor, and then now when everyone having this stigma of like like we know ourselves, we are Malaysia is safe within Malaysia, and if we import some outsiders inside for work, and then that would be something worse for us. So,
Boleh saya add to that question?
yeah, sure.
I think the what she wanted to express that normally the fresh graduate, dia punya salary scale at the beginning is low. I think it's correct that salary scale for the beginners is low. Tapi bear in mind that ada certain job dia memerlukan skill yang specific skill, yang mana dia nak at least you punya equivalent experience and skill 2 years working experience. 2 years. 1 to 2 years working experience. Dia tak kisah nak bayar gaji mahal. Because if for example I got a company, saya jadi board of director lah in that company, yang mana that company is on the IT punya project. Kita ada 84 workers. Kita cuma ada dalam 15 orang je gaji yang kurang daripada 5,000. lagi 60 orang tu, 60 orang lebih tu semua gaji 5,000 ke atas.
Banyak.
Sebab apa? Sebab untuk buat job yang berbentuk consultation dan membentukkan high skill ni, kita tak boleh ambil orang yang just 1 tahun experience. Kalau dia fresh graduate pun, dia kena buktikan dia punya skill tu at least seperti 1 year experience. Dan kita boleh bayar gaji dia 5,000 sebulan.
Prof, boleh tambah sikit Prof?
Ya?
Sila.
Yes. I remember tadi Datuk Khairun Khairanom actually spoke about the crisis in the 80s.
Yes.
That hit actually my generation. So those yang sekarang ni going through this, this is not something that is happening for the first time. We have crisis before. Cuma dia tak involve lockdown as now lah. But I think that crisis in the 80s actually for me and my colleagues at that time is don't be choosy about the job. I mean, you cannot find a perfect job. You know, not many people are that lucky to get the perfect job. In fact, we have to do something which is beyond kita punya disiplin, kita punya certificate. But being employed according to OECD kan is very important. That's why government punya stimulus package to keep people at work is very key. Not because of just the work, but when you're working, you are educating yourself. So sama ada Adi and Fadli who is bosses of their own company, and you know you will learn new things from either from your bosses ke, from the experience that you get with your customers ke. You will learn the attitude of being working under the rules sections of companies and expose yourself to many people dan sebagainya. So I think the graduate punya mentality when they come out of the university, don't be choosy. The first job may not be the one that you were dreaming of masa you kecil ataupun masa you kat universiti kan. It may not be. But that may actually give you a good start, build your character, and then build your network, build your knowledge and sebagainya, rather than stay at home and being unemployed for a long time waiting for that job that you want so much. So whether it's a lowing paid job ke apa sebagainya, especially during crisis, grab it and then make the best out of it, learn as much as possible, and hopefully when times are better, you can actually think about a better job somewhere else with a better company dan sebagainya. I think that first instance of the working is very critical. Go for it. Just grab it and then make the best out of it. So tu.
Thank you so much. So, oh my God, that's so many. And then now, there's one more question. I think this is for Mr. Fadlisha. So, someone just asked how to stay mentally secure dalam suasana yang mencabar ini untuk menimbangkan kelangsungan hidup, mencari rezeki dan sebagai manusia in general.
Tu dia soalan
This is a question about mental health, I think.
Dah macam kuliah tazkirah tarawih ni. But dulu masa kita belajar dekat UniKL, antara bila kita ambil subjek IT, antara benda yang kita nak score adalah 10 soalan yang pertama iaitu akronim. So apa itu RAM, RAM, ROM dan sebagainya kan. So saya suka akronim DUIT itself lah. DUIT, DUIT. So yang pertama saya doa, banyak-banyakkan doa, especially students yang dah nak graduate ni. You can ask for your parents punya doa juga, banyak-banyakkan berdoa, especially kita dalam bulan Ramadan ni. And then secondly is a usaha, and then come with ikhtiar. What is the difference between usaha and ikhtiar? Ikhtiar is option that you have. Usaha is the kerja that you buat atas ikhtiar tu lah. Dan yang terakhirnya is tawakal. After you dah berusaha dan you ikhtiar dan you tawakal kepada Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. I will agree dengan Datuk, Prof and Tuan Adi juga, which is kita kena continue as learning, don't stop. Dalam hadis pun ada rasanya, which is jangan stop sampai kita masuk liang lahat. So you have to make sure that you kena study sampai masuk liang lahat baru you boleh stop. Dan apa yang kita belajar hari ni adalah upskill your skill, stay relevant sampai ke IR 4.0. Cumanya daripada input hari ni, you have to ask yourself, okay, I boleh ada banyak skill set, tapi apa yang I nak jadi? So you kena decide untuk yourself dan you kena project yourself sendiri lah, maknanya kena buat self projection. One thing I would like to share is apa-apa yang kita nak project ataupun kita nak ada dalam life kita, kalau boleh ditulis dan ditampal dekat mana-mana lah, as long as you boleh tengok benda tu hari-hari. Because benda ni saya buat past 15 years dulu juga, which is early 25 tahun dulu. I said to myself, one day before 35, saya nak ada perniagaan saya sendiri, saya nak usaha sendiri. Alhamdulillah, kita keep on consistency, tengok kita punya dream tu dan kita project. Of course ada juga usaha, ada juga ikhtiar yang kita buat towards that dreams. So Alhamdulillah, sampai hari ni kita ada akar digital. Alhamdulillah. It's not something, akar digital ni tak adalah besar sangat pun, tapi for me personally, because background saya belajar dulu dengan Akademi Infotech Mara. Memang lama lah sebelum ada UniKL, dan lepas tu jadi Institute Infotech Mara. Now saya presiden alumni, tapi something yang tak ada benda nak dibanggakan pun, because kalau tengok background saya study dulu, saya ni daripada student yang orang kata tercicir sebenarnya, dan Allah bagi rezeki untuk belajar di Akademi Infotech Mara dalam sijil. Kemudian daripada situ kita tengok pick up, belajar, dan macam tadi semua yang Prof, Datuk, Tuan Adi cakap tadi, experience, belajar, jangan memilih, semua tu memang di-apply dan practice, implement. Alhamdulillah dah ada takat ni, but still yet masih belajar lagi, masih look forward untuk ada ilmu-ilmu yang baru. So adik-adik di universiti yang nak graduate macam tu pun perlu, macam tadi network, perlu kita keep in touch supaya bridging ke industri tu lebih mudah lagi. Okay, nak kena buat apa, how do we adjust ourselves to the industry itself. So kena keep in touch lah dengan alumni especially kan, tengok any related bidang.
Okay, thank you Mr. Fadli. Okay, there's more question to you. Can you explain a little bit regarding digital marketing skills? Like, is there any platform for our students untuk belajar, or apa kepentingannya? Can we know about it?
Oh, okay.
Can you broaden the scope more?
Oh, okay. Kalau dalam kelas saya selalu pesan kepada student, nama dia fancy, digital marketing, but benda yang paling asas sekali adalah you fokus kepada perkataan marketing to itself. Dan dalam marketing tu dulu kalau traditional zaman-zaman dulu ada 4P, now dah jadi 7, 8, 9P. But saya suka old school punya marketing style, which is 4P tu kita master betul-betul, dan actually from there pun dah cukup untuk kita kita ada dalam market. Online dan offline is just a platform. It's just a platform. So you kena mahir subjek marketing itself tu, apa itu produk, apa itu promotion, bagaimana you nak examine your prices, macam mana you nak tengok places. Then dia ni tempat untuk belajar, I think banyak tempat sekarang ni, especially boleh tengok dekat Magic banyak tawarkan banyak kursus. Dan tengok pada startup yang mula nak naik, kita ada banyak sekarang ni, Food Panda apa semua tu. Kalau you nak practice, company startup macam ni banyak practice yang macam tadi Datuk dengan Prof share, Agile, Scrum. Saya dekat office ni actually I try to practice dengan student yang baru fresh grad. Kita ada juga student yang baru fresh grad. Untuk project management, kita tak guna yang advance macam pakai Slack apa semua tu lah, kita pakai Trello je pun. Trello pun ada student yang masih hiccup lagi, dia tak dapat nak adjust sebab everything task apa semua nak kena letak dalam digital kan. Yes. Susah lah bos. Bos tengok kat whiteboard je dah senang. So banyak benda yang kita nak kena readjust balik, adapt balik. One thing about Malaysian people, kita mudah adapt. So harap-harap dengan MCO ni kita lebih cepat adapt lah, insyaAllah.
InsyaAllah. Thank you Mr. Fazli Shah. Datuk Yusof, there's one question for you.
Oh ada.
Like one of our viewers said that because you said that don't be choosy, and then they asked how about the gaji, like fresh grad from the past 5 years ago and now still 1,200 plus, and then how are we are going to survive with the current economy sekarang with that kind of income?
Yeah, I think that will be very very challenging lah. But then again, I was weighing the fact that no job and a job, and we know that the jobs in certain areas are now dwindling. People are freezing intake and etc. So if that happens to be in your area of skills, you want to go into there, then you have to make that kind of compromise lah. Starting lower salary or but you want to work. Sometimes gaji banyak pun you have to travel somewhere else pun you balance juga. I don't want to be far from my home, therefore I am willing to take a lower salary. And then you look at the company, you kata, oh, this company is great, I think I will grow here with a lower starting, but I don't mind because they can teach me, they can guide me, they can nurture me well here. So there are a lot of
about experience, right?
Correct. So there are a lot of factors that will influence your decision whether to take a job or not. Overriding punya ni, because if you don't take this one, you do not know when the other one will come. So and rather than being unemployed for a long time, so do something that you are that you are given. Now there is always a balance of your income and your expenditure, especially now in the cities kan. So this is a big challenge, and I think memang government is trying to help graduates because to buy the first house is difficult, to get your first car is difficult, and etc. So there are many ways to actually look at income and expenditure lah. So if you can not get what you want from your income tu, then your expenditure has to be controlled lah, to be less. So maybe not many online Lazada shopping, and then again not rather than buy rent for a while and group together with a few friends. That should be some of the. That's why is keep on repeating. Your title is the new normal. Bukan keluar kerja sekarang dapat gaji 2008, 3004, and then I'm comfortable. After 1 year, 2 years, abdicator, and then this is not normal. We are not going to go back to that normal. Please understand that. So, but the opportunities are still there for you to make it good as a career, to become good people, very important people in the business industry, still there. But benda-benda yang dulu yang kita take it for granted will not be there anymore. So there's going to be a lot of consideration, how you think about things in the future should be different lah. Tak boleh fikir macam dulu lah. Yeah. Right.
I like what you said about like daripada tak ada apa-apa, baik kita ada something.
InsyaAllah.
Like, yeah, thank you, Dato'. And then one question for Mr. Adi. Mr. Adi.
Yes.
Okay, this question just came. Sijil kompetensi selain daripada diploma dan ijazah tu sangat penting. And then the industry are like lebih mencari pekerja with added value skills. What is your advice for kepada mahasiswa kita untuk invest untuk memperolehi sijil-sijil kompetensi ini?
Okay, saya rasa benda ni dah summarize tadi. So, I just repeat it back. So, first thing that yang kita kena buat as a student. So, basically now during MCO, okay, we have a lot of time. So, how you spend your time? First thing, try to get the LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn. Go through there, register. Okay, make your network. Okay, and there's a lot of webinar inside. Okay, so this is how you learn, how you increase your multitasking, multi-talented. Okay, this is first step during this MCO. Alright, then from there you create your network and gain all the information on how you want to develop yourself, because one single diploma is or degree is not enough. Okay, in nowadays it's not enough, to be honest. So you must have what we say added value to what you have now. So for example, I would say it's a professional certification. Okay, so what is a professional certification? It is worldwide acceptable. Okay, with this professional certification, you can go anywhere globally. Okay, maybe last time you have to spend a little bit of money to get this certificate, but now I think you have like a Mara who did a sponsor on this professional certification. So this is the main added value, that we are not going to focus on the Malaysian market. We are going to go globally. Okay, that's what I did before. Because for me personally, I have gone through economic crisis in 1997-98. Okay, which I had to change my education academic direction, and then during 2007-2008 economic crisis also, then I have to change from multitasking, talented to specialized. Okay, this is how we develop. We cannot put ourselves in pressure, okay, with the current situation, but we have to think 2 or 3 years what I'm going to do. Okay, so that's what my opinion, because if you stick like Prof said just now, just staying without doing nothing, it's not good for what we say mentally and physically. So go into LinkedIn, is a very good platform. Okay, stop for FB or Instagram for a while. Okay, go to LinkedIn, get all the information, make network, make contact. Okay, that's how you develop. From there you get information, and then you start to do a professional certification, and we don't focus on the Malaysian market, we go global.
Thank you so much, Mr. Adi. So guys, you guys should know the new social media for us, LinkedIn. Remember, okay? So one question. Oh, okay, there's more. One question for Dato'. Dato' Yusof.
Yes, I'm here.
We know the government has done a lot of things to help the SME and other industry in terms of like for recovery scheme. But do you think that the government can do more to help our graduate, especially to help them to secure their job, maybe creating opportunities?
Well, you can look at government assistance in 2 ways. One is financial support. That means one of the things that government does is provide wage subsidy to keep people still employed in their companies. So companies get this kind of subsidy, so they actually less pressure for them to fire anybody lah So basically that's some of the financial assistance that government give. But I think the government has also a role to play in the non-financial punya incentives or non-financial support. That means government has to, for example, procurement of local products. Maknanya to help our SMEs, to help our companies locally, government should start buying local products lah. So maknanya kalau untuk government department ke, tak payahlah beli barang-barang sofa daripada Italy ke sebagainya. So belilah daripada Muar, daripada ni. So create revitalize the economy through government procurement. Maknanya government procure a lot of things, daripada kereta api sampai ke pensel, kepada all these things. So instead of dulu kita relax sikit, boleh beli barang daripada China, daripada mana-mana ke sebagainya. Walaupun barang kita tu kadang-kadang keadaan dia sama, dia punya quality, cuma mungkin mahal sikit sebab kita tak ada economies of scale. But now is the time to rethink, to help our companies buy get their products. And then for those companies that buy local products, bagi lagi some kind of taxation punya incentive to make them acquire. And then for rakyat, encourage people, although they do a lot of Lazada punya online shopping, yes, but buy Malaysian products, kan? Because it's going to be a closed economy for a while, because things tak boleh nak move freely, and then all countries are having this problem, so they are actually now closing their borders in terms of other people's products. Kita as workers dan sebagainya is closed. So you would like to think that Malaysia, one of the things that government can do and government is doing is actually to revitalize kita punya economy through giving businesses to our own companies. So yes, government would like to do more, but the constraint is always on how much money does the government have. Macam US can spend trillions and etc. kan, print their own money kan, but Malaysia has a bit of what we can do, what we are able to do, so that we can continue our economy. At least by the time MCO is over, by the time the pandemic in 2 years or whatever is over, we still have the basic SMEs, companies still in operation. Our economy can move on and be prepared for the next stage lah. So that's my answer lah.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Yusof. And then one more question for Mr. Adi. Bagaimana kita hendak meyakinkan pihak majikan, terutamanya majikan-majikan di luar negara or GLC, apakah kriteria utama yang dilihat to get employed dengan multinational company and international company, especially in this new normal, job akan jadi lebih remote, competitive in a new way.
Okay, so basically sebenarnya benda ni rezeki Allah. Okay. Tapi basically apa yang saya lalui selama ni, okay, apa yang dia orang nak kita, quality yang dia nak pada kita adalah critical thinking. So this critical thinking is very important. So how you want to have a good critical thinking? Okay, of course you must have knowledge. Okay, so same thing, you have to never ever stop learning. Secondly, you must have a multitask. Okay, so whatever problem, whatever issue that they have, we can solve. Okay, so this the combination of knowledge and multitasking. The third one is specializing. Okay, you need to be specialized in whatever you do. So you cannot, okay, I'm an engineer, for example, I'm engineer, electrical engineer, and that's it. Okay, I only do what I'm supposed to do. I'm not going deeper. I'm not going to learn more because there's like a prof said just now, comfortable. Okay, we have to we say to explore something new, to explore deeper, okay, because we have to break all the barriers, our barriers, okay. In global, its name is global, so there's no limitation, okay, there's no limitation in terms of knowledge, in terms of experience, everything is unlimited. So it's up to you how you want to grab. So learning, you have to learn and learn and learn and learn. Okay.
Thank you.
And then the most important thing for me, don't feel comfortable what you have now. Never ever feel comfortable. Okay. Even like me, as I still learning. Okay, I contact with all my friends around the world. Okay, what's the new technology? What's the new automation machine that we keep on going? We never saw. Already as specialists, have nothing to do anymore. No, no way. Let's keep producing paper, do some studies, do some research. Okay, so never ever still comfortable with what we have now. Now what you have only a paper, a degree. Okay, so that's why I think we have to increase on the multitasking, your professional certification. Okay, your degree is not what we call it e-certificate, but it's not guaranteed that you will do whatever you have graduated. Okay, sometimes you have to divert a little bit. Okay, so just proceed. Okay, same like me. I don't dream to be what I am now. Okay, I have my old dream before when I was in school, blah, blah. But if we are shifted to jalan yang lain, maknanya itu jalan yang terbaik. Okay, itu perancangan Allah, kita tak boleh nak halang. Okay, tapi apa yang ada depan kita tu kita kena hadap, kita kena usaha, doa dan tawakal. Itu daripada pendapat saya lah. So untuk student ni satu, kita kena prepare lah mentally untuk kita hadapi cabaran ni macam-macam kan. Jangan kita nampak okay, kalau kita kat Malaysia ni sebenarnya relax sikit, kerja kat overseas mungkin dia punya pressure tak banyak, sama je. Sebab kita bila kita kerja ni kita cari rezeki dan sekarang dia tanggungjawab lah kan. So when it comes to tanggungjawab, so kita nak cari ilmu satu, nak cari rezeki lagi, so we combine this to make it berkat. That's the most important thing. So never ever stop whatever you're doing. Jangan kita cepat kecewa dengan apa yang kita hadapi. Masalah kalau kita fail, it's normal. That means we try. Kalau kita tak try, kita tak fail, okay, then we are doing nothing. Okay, that's life. Saya pun pernah fail kan. So that's how we learn. It's not about knowledge, it's about life. You learn in life. Then whatever you learn, then we put it positively. If you put negatively, then you are on the other way. So we put it positively, then we can move forward and be somebody. Because my philosophy is very simple. I want to be extraordinary. I don't want to be ordinary people. Okay. Bila kita ada that type of mentality, then only we can work hard every time. Kita akan sentiasa bekerja, fikir. So pada pendapat saya lah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Adi. And we have one last question from our viewer to Datuk Yusof. Oh my God, Datuk Yusof. There's one question for you.
Kita share lah question ni empat-empat ni.
Yeah. Because this question is like directly to you.
Oh ya ke?
From my perspective, ada tak Mike buat apa-apa study berkenaan the impact of COVID-19 untuk jangka masa panjang kepada ekonomi Malaysia? Like when will this situation be fully recovered?
Wow. Itu saya kata let's take the mic out lah. Whether Rapid, UniKL or apa ni Fadli has done that study at all, at that kind of thinking. Sebenarnya this pandemic dia punya scenario dia ni, which is volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous, kita panggil VUCA ni. Okay. It's a VUCA environment. dah study lama dah. Because of the advent of the fourth industrial revolution, kita dah agak dah, these things will actually create a lot of chaos, disruption and etc. So and pandemic was one of the consideration tu, memang dah ada lah. So that means that what we were not foreseeing ialah the coronavirus itself, and then what were dia punya impact on us. But actually there were a lot of studies that we have done to prepare Malaysian businesses, to prepare the country for the fourth industrial revolution. That is very important. So that means all the things that we have discussed tadi, yang automation, e-learning, supply chain management, data analytics, semua dah masuk dah dalam that. Cuma the COVID-19 ni dia fast trackkan benda ni dengan berkali-kali. So instead of we were able to do it face by face, sekarang kita tak ada face dah. Kita kena ni. Sebab companies are closing down, people are suffering and etc. Kita kena push this thing faster. So maknanya we are now learning about how this will impact kita punya economy, kita punya companies and the life of the people. Tukar sama sekali. Societal punya well-being, orang kata 180 degrees. Tak dapat nak pergi nak jumpa kawan, tak dapat nak buat banyak aktiviti dan sebagainya. It's totally changed. So for Mike, we are now studying and learning the impact, but we have to study it very quickly because we need to help companies. Mana yang perlu support, mana yang perlu injection of some other technology or finance, we have to help them. Okay. And many other government agencies pun doing the same thing. It's now survival, recovery that we have to do. But in the long run, dulu dah cakap dah. I mean, Jack Ma, somebody quoted Jack Ma, somebody quoted Mark Zuckerberg, dah predict dah. There will be in future 40% of the jobs now will no longer be in the future. Dah cakap dah. Then what will be the work? It is mostly yang berbabitkan digital, membabitkan biotechnology dan sebagainya. Dah foresee dah. But cuma now the impact of the virus ni, pandemic ni, dia add in another dimension. No time. Yang mana yang patut tak exist lagi dah perlu tutup sekarang. Yang tak automate are now facing a lot of problems. So you got to speed up lah. Bila kita lihat dekat kita punya industry base, there are a lot of things we have to do now to actually make them revive, make them competitive, and hopefully that they can compete globally again in time. So these are the things that I think the others may have their own perspective juga on this matter. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Yusof. If there's no other additional to the question, and then I will proceed to my last and final question, which is to conclude this session. To conclude this session, I would like to get a very short answer from the panelists. Like, what do you think the new normal now in terms of employability, especially for graduating students? Like, this question is for all the panelists. Okay, in a nutshell, what do you really want to say to the graduating students about the prospect of employability in the near future? I think we can start from Prof.
Okay. Okay. COVID-19 changed the people behavior 180 degree. So first, we need to be adaptable, because if you don't adaptable with the situation, you cannot cope with the situation. And number two, don't waste your time, act fast. Maksudnya whatever yang action yang you rasa positif, do it now. Because if you dia peka dengan situasi semasa, dia adaptable dengan keadaan, dan dia bertindak pantas untuk untuk mengurangkan risiko yang dihadapi dalam ekonomi, dalam COVID-19 ni. Sebab ekonomi dia macam cycle, dia macam bola. Sekarang ni dia turun, tetapi dia akan naik balik. Siapa yang cepat naik, cepat yang bersedia, dia akan berjaya. So that's my point.
Thank you, Prof. Then it's open. Anyone can go first. Just to conclude everything.
Okay, saya dulu.
Okay.
Okay, alright. Just to add up, to all students, saya bagi homework lah kot. Yang pertamanya tadi, kalau dapat baca buku Icon Rijal tadi yang saya tunjuk, because dalam buku ni ada 30 ulama yang dulu-dulu memang menceritakan tentang bagaimana mereka mengutamakan ilmu. Lepas tu the second book adalah buku Alibaba ni itself, because pada saya macam saya cakap tadi, Jack Ma ni kira nujum lah, nujum untuk digital marketing ni. And then another dua lagi buku mungkin kita boleh tengok pada Stephen R. Covey, Seven Habits, which is dia cakap pasal sharpen your saw. Dan Malcolm Gladwell juga dalam buku beliau, which is in order untuk seseorang itu untuk jadi expert dalam sesuatu bidang tu, dia kena spend at least 10,000 jam. Ni dia panggil 10,000 hour rule. 10,000 jam to be an expert. Kita dapat banyak input hari ni, mungkin kita boleh digest after one simple tips. Apabila kita duduk dalam satu majlis yang macam ni, kita sangat akan overwhelming, oh ini nak buat, itu nak buat dan sebagainya. Tapi bila kita keluar daripada majlis ni, kita akan macam a bit blur. Kita, apa benda kita borak tadi? So apa yang you patut buat adalah you list down apa point yang you ingat dan you pilih mana yang you nak cuba implement dulu. Normally benda macam ni dia akan 24 jam, dia kalau kita tak implement, tak buat, tak practice, dia akan jadi sekadar information yang datang dan pergi sahaja. Another book that you boleh boleh baca juga, which is Prof mention tadi, Jangan Buang Masa, which is buku Datuk Dr. Daud Bakar, 25 jam. Saya ada 25 jam sehari. Dia cerita personal experience dia, macam mana dia menggunakan masa dia seharian. Dia ni seorang yang sangat sibuk, tapi macam mana dia gunakan masa dia, dia full optimizekan masa dia, sangat baik lah. Kita boleh belajar daripada orang macam ni. I think what we have to do right now adalah macam tadi, kita have to adapt dengan situation dan keep on going. Jangan stop, keep on going, insyaAllah.
InsyaAllah. Thank you so much, Mr. Fadli. Ni Abang Adi, tengok tu.
So saya rasa ni satu sesi yang menarik lah. Okay, kita patut continue benda ni, tapi itulah kadang masa kesempatan untuk bersama tu susah nak dapat macam ni kan. Saya untuk all the students, ini in general lah, it doesn't matter it's COVID-19. So whatsoever you do, just focus, okay? Keep on going, keep on learning, okay? Dan saya suka memetik kata-kata Oscar Hammerstein tu, okay? So when you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver long song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart. Okay. So saya ucapkan semangat jujaya kepada student. Saya rasa kita patut share kontak kita dengan student kalau ada apa-apa, sebab benda ni memang recorded, tapi kalau ada pertanyaan ke apa kan, so kita boleh share directly lah, especially through alumni, maybe insyaAllah. Okay, so saya ucapkan terima kasih banyak pada especially Madam Sawani yang jemput saya, UniKL, panel-panel kita.
Saya mengucapkan semua akan mendengar kerja-kerja penyelenggaraan perayaan di Assalamualaikum dan section without explanation of perayaan.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Adi. Last but not least, Dato' Yusof.
Nak menyambut apa yang Adi cakap, saya on LinkedIn So you can contact me through LinkedIn. I think that will make you to actually register on LinkedIn. I'm sure the rest of the panelists is also on LinkedIn. I think it's a good platform. Ni bulan Ramadan yang mubarak. There's nothing stronger, there's nothing better than doa, especially doa ibu bapa untuk anak. So you may turn to your parents. Kadang-kadang tengok parents kita pun boleh tanya dia, how did they actually went through dia orang punya graduation, how did they get their first job. Maybe that's one way of connecting with them. Lepas tu ada mak long, mak ngah ke apa ke kan, have that kind of conversation, because that will actually get your spirit up. That's important, isn't it? I mean, kalau saya cari orang untuk bekerja dengan saya nak cari orang yang dia punya spirit is strong. Tak perlu pandai sangat, but dia punya spirit dia punya ni, because when you have that kind of spirit, no matter what is a problem in the company, you can overcome it. You akan sabar menghadapi dia, you akan ada cari jalan, not to give up, not to worry. Professor gunakan the word be adaptive. I was thinking of this word be agile. That you can actually jump from one to another and make yourself fit into any situation. Trust your instinct. But silaturahim very very important. Not because of nak cik kerja ke tidak, but this is always the support that we need from our friends. Bila kita ada masalah, kita dapat kerja, we still need to get some support, moral support from everybody. Keep in touch dengan your professors, keep in touch with your relatives, and then get to know more new people through LinkedIn. InsyaAllah, when you have this, you will not be alone. Because when you stay alone, tu yang masalah. Get into a group, get into this kind of spirit. InsyaAllah, nothing that you cannot overcome. Because you're from UniKL kan? UniKL is supposed to be the best educational institutions. You have been taught well, you have been educated well. Now it's for you to go out and show your capability lah. So insyaAllah, I doakan semua akan mudah dapat kerja, mudah meningkatkan kerjaya kita, dan insyaAllah dapat menghadapi cabaran hidup ni dengan baik lah. InsyaAllah. Terima kasih.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dato' Yusof. So thank you to all panelists. It was such a pleasure for me to moderate this kind of hot topic currently running throughout this MCO period. And as for now, I hope the viewer can have a thing or two to think about, because this is the new normal, as we all say. And then I hope everyone will be safe and healthy in the near future. And then before that, I would like to share a quote from Lawyer Farid Ismail Emir, the RTM guy who just passed away. He quote that, apabila anda ditiba musibah, bersabarlah. Tuhan sentiasa menguji kesabaran anda. Yang pasti, ada ganjarannya jika anda bersabar. Okay, fikirkanlah. So dengan itu, Assalamualaikum dan kita jumpa lagi.
InsyaAllah.
InsyaAllah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
InsyaAllah.
Terima kasih.